Some fighters are always full of malice towards their opponents before the game, wishing to kill them before the game. Or they want to show off their strength and use violent behavior to intimidate the opponent and affect the opponent's performance.
So you want me to put it on you? I'll put it on you first.
But every boxer is not a vegetarian. Their strong psychological quality is specially designed to deal with this situation. When the bell rings, the reality is more sharp than what they do. Let's look at those moments where violent and dirty fighters were destroyed and humiliated by their opponents. Now we all know Dum is not someone you want to mess with, especially when he has a bunch of dirty tricks up his sleeve, but Nabiev thinks he'll get through the defense, but it doesn't end well. The Frenchman dominated the fight with a masterclass, landing low kicks, jabs, and scorching right uppercuts.
After those knees, watch contingent, pulling.
Nabiev is obviously no match for Dum, so he decides to punch Dum in the back of the head. Nabiev was even bold enough to taunt his opponent after the attack. But those funny moves and dances will only cause more harm to Nabiev. Nabiev stood up shakily, but didn't seem to take his opponent seriously. Dum didn't let him go and sent him directly to the land of ghosts with one punch. Carl Frampton defended his IBF Super Bantamweight title against Chris Avalos in February 2015. Before the match, Avalos shoved Frampton in the press conference and continued to trash talk him during the ring announcements.
So, both of you, watch your edge here, both tuck up.
Holding a running conversation with Frampton, whose all trainers in seconds have left the ring, and now.
During the game, Avalos used dirty tactics and suddenly launched an attack when the opponent turned around to rest.
Round number one, Frampton was able to land a number of very good right hands. And that is the
Right hand.
And you could see Avalos very awkwardly delay, and here comes Frampton, who can do that. Chris Avalos was able to land a couple of good left hooks.
Crisis here in the fifth round. Another right cross flushes home. Avalos tries to hold on, but he's ended.
However, Frampton delivered a dominant performance in the fifth round, knocking down Avalos, who was forced to stop the fight, making the arrogant challenger pay for his foolish behavior.
The challenger in round number 5. Carl Frampton.
This opening slap battle is between marriage legend and Ackles. Ackles taught himself CTE in the preparation stage. But when the bell rings, the real battle begins, and it is a complete brutality. The situation suddenly reversed. Legend punches with his own rhythm. Ackles' face is all red. MMA fighter Emmeliano fights Russian weightlifter Kaki in boxing match. Kaki tried to intimidate Emmeliano by throwing his hat before the match. However, Emmeliano responded in the ring, knocking out Kaki in the first round and quickly crushing his opponent, proving that bravado alone is not enough to achieve victory. Known as the heaviest boxing match in history, Bhaal versus Bjornsson, after months of fierce confrontation.
You're a pussy, so we're going to do it in the ring. And you, on the death, is satisfaction to me. You don't need apology there. Oh, you wouldn't come outside with a chicken shit. I'd have ripped your face off, mate.
Bhaal insulted Bjornsson's family and angered him at press conference.
Don't add talk to my mom, you f***ing asshole. I'll knock you out.
In the boxing ring, Bjornsson's superb boxing skills were demonstrated in the game.
Boxed in the second half of that round, and through the entire ups there, they're two massive men, and throwing punches is very tiring, especially with that will to win for great athletes. Yeah. They will go beyond that pain threshold. They understand.
He knocked down Bhaal twice, winning unanimous decisions in the third and sixth rounds, and suppressed his opponent's insults to his family midway through the fight.
Thor was winning that round anyway, the third round. But that knockdown was nice.
To hear some rumors.
It's a big arm. Level can improve, but that having muscles that size, they burn up.
Vakiv and Tony John's face-off in pre-fight interview ahead of their ACA 132 heavyweight title fight. They initially exchanged courtesies and greetings, then Tony in the cage mercilessly stabbed his opponent's eyes, and the match was forced to stop. But a moment later, Vakiv exacted a cruel revenge by hitting him hard, which was tantamount to asking for trouble. UFC middleweight champion Dricus Duplessis has been proving himself against the best in his division. And it's not just a fantasy. He's always been a dangerous figure.
It's all over!
In 2017, he faced British boxer Yannick Bhaal.
I believe I've got more skill than him, and I'll put him away in the first and second round, you know. It's a pleasure to finally meet my African son.
He talked a lot before the game, and even hit his opponent before the game. But when faced with him in the cage, Bhaal simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Chases it up, loads it up a little bit slow.
He was locked in the guillotine, and Bhaal fainted.
He's got a hold of his neck. Oh my goodness, here we go. That's a wrap. For all his world. He's a oh my goodness, he's down for Hardy.
Arrogant warriors come in all shapes and sizes, like the big, scary Derek Chisora. But those who bark a lot rarely bite.
Who's the donkey? Who's the donkey? I got more than that. So you want me to put it on you? I'll put it on you first.
Before entering the boxing match, this time against Dillian White, Derek Chisora transformed into the Hulk at the press conference and started throwing tables to enter beast mode. The fight went back and forth, with both men throwing heavy punches at each other.
Picked up where it left off. So much leather early. Easier fight for Chisora.
White finds the right opportunity to kill with one blow. Chisora paid the price for his pre-match behavior. Some people think they're strong, like Anatoli, who headbutted Mary Sadigov in the 2022 match and then danced in the cage, as if he would not be hit after dancing. Anatoli took the initiative, controlled the opponent on the ground, and headbutted him. Sadi discovered the opponent's weakness and launched a series of fierce attacks in an instant. Anatoli melts like butter under a hot knife.